So, making a short story long. I watched a video last night. I will put the information down. And I needed to hear this. I have been judging the human part of me into making choices because that's what we do, and every choice is going to serve a purpose. So not knowing now, so it's like throwing yourself back out to the learning den and then judging yourself for it. So I want to talk about what this video brought up for me, because there's like so much coming up that I'm writing like a lot. So, a couple 3 pages here, which is nothing yet, but I know that this is going to get full. So I just learned something about what happens here and what we're here for. And I have content that I want to share because I wrote it all down. Are these my own thoughts? The answer is pretty much. You're getting them because I'm not really going to read much, but I might. So everybody here is a master. Hang on one second.
Trying to messaging the cat people.
Oh, nice. Okay. So what I've come to find out after the injury and that shift that happened in my brain, I could not put words to it. I have not been able, I'm just going to write no words. This is the beautiful thing. There are no words. So much experience and no words. So, like I was just sharing, there's a master within you. You have the human self, the inner child. The inner child is like 1000% the driver or the person that warns you. Okay, so that's the person that you've lived, that's been in your life, that has had the experiences and has created the emotions along the way, that when in this present moment, it's so important to be present in the now. In the now. Doing what you need to right now. The moment you get the nudge, you just do. The master, wow, the master within, my pen's running out. Un momente. The master within knows. So remember that. So think of within you, there is the human and the master. Sorry, the human in the now, the master, and the inner child. Okay, so we can be, as we experience as humans, we can be anywhere along this line, and we go here and we're here, and when we're emotional we go over here, and when we're high or have anxiety we're over here. So the point is to be present. So what's happened so much over the last couple of hours is late last night, which I love, we watched this amazing video that a friend sent, and this was a person that was interviewing a master, a channel. At the time he called it a channel, or called him a channel. Pardon me, let me get my thoughts together here. So it was like the first hour and a half was the interview, and the second hour was the channeling. And I wrote a lot of notes, and he expressed something where I had a huge aha about what took place. What does that look like? Big events wake up that master. Everybody has that master in them. Big events wake up the master. They have to happen to wake up the master. If we're so stuck in our anger, shame, well, the words he used were guilt, shame, and burden, right? Burden. Guilt, shame, and burden. Oh my word. The more the human gets pulled into guilt, shame, burden, the more compiled life force that is human pulls the master to observe. Okay. So if there's more human, the more human part of you has been operating. When the more human part of you has been operating, the master observes. And remember, serves. The master's still serving you. And he also wrote, let energy serve you. I want to write that down again. Let energy serve you. What does that mean? That is one of the messages that Tammy needed to hear. Because as wow, I'm like, she is so grateful for her choices now. There's so much shifting that's happening. And confidence and motivation was huge too. Confidence and motivation. As a master serves, it looks to find nuances to help the human in ways of little nuggets, and always know you're on the right track. There is no going off track. Get that through your human head. You're always on track. Who doesn't need to hear that? You're always on track. And the human makes choices in order to experience. It's okay to have experiences that are bigger than you expected. And let's talk about expectation. Tammy had a moment the other night where she had a meltdown because she can't make sense of what's happening, and choices that were made felt against what was, but it wasn't that at all. And she's now waking up because of a few things that have happened lately, but those notes really helped her. And the last thing she wrote last night, because I wanted to write about the dream that I had last night, but this is the last words that were written. Remember. I feel the symbolism of that. So I want to leave it right here for now. I think that's a good place to start because Tammy is remembering that it was the master in her that was present while she was writing and creating all these written things. And that's why when the human fell back into the body on purpose, the master still chose to come here to experience the human experience. So no shame, no guilt, no burden, no burden. It's all on purpose. The master knows. The master within you knows. Namaste.